Alright, you better believe it. We got a ton of news to go over about Biomutant because guess what? We're going to be getting some brand new patches and updates for the game, which will be improving it. Check it out right here. We're going to be diving into this post, which details a lot of the stuff coming up for Biomutant. Plus, we're going to be talking about how THQ, the publisher of this game, hilariously trolls reviewers about their diverse opinions with this one. It just goes to show to try the game for yourself. That's also my opinion. So we're going to dive into that one. Plus also how the community is feeling overall about this one. It's actually quite surprising because it's kind of taking off. It seems like it's going to be a cult hit when it's all said and done. Much like Mad Max. You guys may remember that Mad Max open world game. It wasn't well received at first, but it really did grow an audience in the long term. So let's dive in to what's happening with Biomutant. Hello everyone, what's happening? Open World Games here, hope you're doing good. And let's do this. First of all, starting with the brand new patches and updates coming up here now. This is a collection from posts from the creative director and the THQ community manager out on Steam, streams, and elsewhere. Special thank you to Ghost Spectrum for collecting the info. Let's dive into it right now. So it says what the developers said. It says, first of all, Experiment 101 collects information about bugs that players encountered after the release. Now, this is the creative director. I don't know how to pronounce this name. I'm not even going to try. It says the creative director did not specify when the patch with fixes will be released, but stressed that it will fix the most common flaws. Now, what's cool is they said the developers know that players are unhappy with the weak impact from melee weapons. They will tackle this issue after they released the first bug fix patch. I am so curious about this one right here. Now, also, Experiment 101 drew attention to the frequent requests from players that the game needs a higher level of difficulty. The developers will add it in the future, probably along with the hardcore mode with one life, which some players will have also asked for, Now, it says the studio is aware that some people don't like the intrusive dialogue and voice of the narrator. The team will look into this issue, the creative director said, noting that voiceovers can be turned off in-game right now. Now, as for the Mercenary add-on, it says which players receive for pre-ordering Biomutant will go on sale as a DLC within a few weeks, by the way. And they did confirm the developers are preparing a separate patch for all platforms, which will fix a bug due to which some of the players with pre-orders did not receive the Mercenary class. Let me know if you guys are in that group or not, but yes, that is also going to be addressed. So let me know how you are feeling about Biomutant if you have the chance to try it, or if you're on the fence right now and you're waiting for it to go on sale. So yeah, it's been pretty much confirmed that we will be getting new fixes for this game and patches, so that is really good news. Now, we have got to talk about THQ Nordic here trolling some of the reviewers in a hilarious fashion. I gotta say, I personally find this hilarious. So let's go to the post here. Now, Biomutant official Twitter says this: Biomutant reviews are in, the scores are all over the map, so there's only one thing left for you to do. Play the game and see for yourself. Biomutant will be out later today, and we can't wait to hear your thoughts. I love the overall tone here. You know, they know that there's been many mixed opinions about this game where people say outright they don't recommend it. Some people say they're on the fence, and then there's others that just adore the game. THQ Nordic replied, this is the publisher, they said this, and they quoted some reviewers here. They say, THQ's new open world action RPG game excels at the former, its world design, but struggles with combat. Now, they also say this: a vibrant art style and fluid combat hindered by some seriously repetitive open world design PC games in. And you can see the confusion. So I found that funny. It just shows how diverse opinions are, how subjective reviews can actually be, and how those two opinions are actually contradicting one another. And it just also shows how you need to try the game for yourself. Now, let's take a look at how the community reacted to this trolling effort by THQ Nordic. Alicode says this: do you guys not have a PR team? What exactly is confusing here? It's two separate people with two separate opinions. This isn't The Last of Us 2, where people are hating or liking it just because it exists. The general consistency before release was excitement. What you see is disappointment. THQ Nordic says, hi Alicod, sorry about any confusion. This post was only meant to highlight the different opinions people can have about pretty much anything. things that one person might like could be off-putting for others, which is why we recommend watching gameplay or trying it for yourself. This is what I always say in my reviews, or like if I do some sort of opinion piece. Try it for yourself. Let me know what you think about it. That's how I stand about it, because some of the games that are so immensely popular and well received are games that I'm like, meh, that's okay. And then other games that are like horribly received, I end up loving. It's really weird. And then sometimes my opinion actually lines up with the general consensus. But Devil's Advocate says, it's almost as if people have different opinions on what they like and don't like. THQ Nordic says, that's exactly what this post is about. It's always best to try things for yourself. Smiley face. Now, we have this one. Hey man, just want to let you know, you acting this way made me want to play your game less. Now, there's a hilarious poster. I really want to find it. Oh yeah, this one's funny. Calvin says, whoever is running the social media account needs a raise. They are hilarious. THQ Nordic replied saying, I agree. I'm hilarious and need a raise. JK, thank you so much for the kind words. I just think the humor here is freaking hilarious. But anyway, it kind of actually matches the tone of Biomutant. It's weird and wacky as well. Now, a lot of you guys are wondering how much support are they going to be giving the game in the future. I mean, I'm talking about DLC updates and that sort of thing. So let's see what Sif13 says. He says, I think the question on everyone's mind, especially those people like me that want to buy the game but aren't completely sold on it yet, will this game be supported or further improved, or is this in its final state? THQ Nordic confirmed we are definitely working on some improvements already, but we can't talk about the scope yet. Sorry. So yeah, they're actually looking into even more improvements with this game. So that is really cool. I hope that we see some sort of expansions with the game, perhaps. That would be cool. But right now, the team is a smaller team. They said that they had like 20 people work on this game. Hopefully, because of this game, they're more funded and they could slowly build up, more people and build their team up. Or maybe they just want to stay a small team so they can keep their vision. I don't know. We'll see what happens with Biomutant and Experiment 101, but I'm extremely curious. Now, we're going to go over to the community subreddit and see what people are saying. It is definitely interesting out there. Check out one of the most upvoted posts right here. It says, the negative reviews are breaking my heart. This game is just too damn wholesome, and you could really feel that the devs have poured all their heart and passion into the game. I agree. I was, playing the game before launch, and I'm like, God, this game has so much personality. Sure, it has some issues with the clunkiness in the combat, and then some other things that I did tap into with my impressions of the game as well. But overall, it's just, I just find it endearing. That's the word I use for it. Just like Fable had issues, and it wasn't perfect. I feel like the same thing can be true about Biomutant. There's just something here that I think people can definitely tap into and enjoy. All right. Now, Prestigious says this right here. He says, I do hope that the reviews haven't put the devs off any future plans they could have for the game. I'm really hoping for more content because this game has the most insane potential. Everything is there. It just needs more work. It's a brilliantly fun game regardless of what they do. And it's a great, excellent first attempt, and honestly, like, even with the variety of the enemies that I'm running into so far with the game, I'm pretty impressed with that as well, and I'm really wanting to hop back into the game right now. Now, we have another opinion here from, how do you say this one? Rahaki, who says, I was skeptical about the combat first, but I am a believer now. And he shows a clip of him playing the game and doing some amazing combat moves. The things you can do in this game in combat are insane as well. I have my own opinions about how they have like this class system. I honestly kind of wish they had that opened up a bit more and they didn't have a class system and it was more like Devil May Cry where on the fly you could switch between the classes. Man, I thought that would be so cool if they could do something like that for Biomutant 2. I personally would love to see that, where you get all the classes in one, mosh pit of a character. And then we have this post here from Ithman, who says, just having a blast. Anyone else? He shows a screenshot of him just sitting there enjoying the view. Look at that view. Yeah, there's some beauty in the game. It has some areas in the game that are absolutely beautiful, But then when you get into like the caves and stuff like that, for me personally, I felt like that needed to be more fleshed out. But overall, it's a beautiful game. Now, let's keep going. We have another opinion here from Sean Kittis, who says, it's so much better than the reviewers said it was. He goes on to say this, I'm not someone who's been waiting for the game for years. I only found out about it a month before launch, so I wasn't that invested in it emotionally. I was going to be totally okay with the game being a flop if that's what happened. I almost didn't buy it because of those initial reviews, but I decided to give it a try anyway, and wow, it's so fun. This might be my new favorite game. It's ridiculous how much the YouTube gaming personalities feed on negativity. We really should ignore them. I know they had some criticisms that are good to know about. It's better to know that the narrator is going to be voicing everyone going in, but they really did not paint the right picture about how fun this game is. I totally agree. He says, I'm hooked. It's amazing. If you canceled your pre-order or you're on the fence about getting it, in my opinion, you should buy it and start playing. It's really fun. Yeah, again, I was playing the game before the reviews came out. Then the day the reviews came out, I'm like, what has happened? I get some of the criticisms, don't get me wrong, I really do, but I feel like it was just so overbearing, and the noise from the negative critics was just overwhelming as well. Alright, now it is time to go into your top comments. Remember, leave a comment down below. It could end up right here in a future video. You never know. So let's do this, shall we? By the way, I love the ice effects in this game and how you squirm around the ice like that. I think it's freaking awesome. But anyway, let's dive into your top comments. My most recent video is right here about Biomutant. It says, so I've been secretly playing the game. Here's my brutally honest opinion review so far. So let's dive into some of the comments here. ASMR Sensei says, such an oddball game. I had no interest at the start, but after seeing more of it and just how all over the place it is with character customization to the top, I'm in. $60 worthy? I don't think so. I can already see that it needs more polish. Yeah, you guys can wait for sales, of course. Now, Mark Davis says, an intro. Seriously, you clearly haven't seen Red Dead Redemption 2. That game has the longest intro ever. I know some of these games have super long intros. I remember one of the first games, well, not one of the first games, but one of the games that had a long intro that I really enjoyed was Assassin's Creed 2. And the Assassin's Creed franchise has done, in my opinion, a really good job with their intros. Alright, so here we go. We have TPTP who says, I have lost a lot in my long years of gaming due to listening to big game reviewers. Can't beat trying a game for yourself. Wise words, indeed. Artemis says, so I've seen a lot of negative reviews, but to be honest, I don't give a damn. Gamers these days won't play anything that's not a 10 out of 10. Definitely getting it tomorrow. Hopefully this and Scarlet Nexus are fun. I know Essen is fun because I played the demo. Oh yeah, I gotta try that. That's another one that I really want to try. I've been seeing some footage about that one as well. I guess it has a Genshin Impact type combat system as well. But yeah, there you go. The latest happenings around Biomutant. Thank you so much for the comments and watching the videos and for love and support on all the videos. Let me know what else you guys would like for me to cover. Honestly, another one that I have been playing is Genshin Impact. That's a lot of fun. Wouldn't mind to do some videos about that in the future if that's something you guys would like to see about, you know, what's going on with updates regarding that game. Could be a lot of fun. We'll see what happens, but thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more Biomutant and open world gaming goodness, and I will see you all next time. Take care.